It's your favorite Paul Phasia here for season 2, summer camping. We're locked and loaded and ready to go to McKinney Falls State Park. School year is over and we're ready to have fun. And the last day of school was that day. We got up in the camper, we got everything locked, we got everything loaded, and we hit the road. San Antonio to Austin. Took about an hour, 15 minutes. We left fairly late in the evening, maybe at about 6 p.m. And that was highly strategic, I'll tell you that. And those that live in the region know why I consider that to be highly strategic. And that's because if we would have left when school was over at about 3:45 or 4, we probably would have still gotten to Austin at the same time because, Anyway, so we made it to McKinney Falls State Park. We got this kind of like pull through kind of site, but I did not like the turn ratio. I mean, look at this. Look at this mess. It took a while to get the truck and the camper separated because of the angle, but eventually I did it. But bro, that was annoying. It really was. I don't know how I feel about those pull through sites or whatever you call them, but they kind of have that weird little curve to them, and my camper maybe is just a little too long to actually turn properly, or maybe I'm not that good of a driver. I don't know, but I think I'm a decent driver. I think I can pull this camper in a decent way, maybe not the best driver out there, but look at this angle. It's just not the greatest, but I made it work. It was a major pain in the what. I'm never gonna do one of these like pull through sites that are like curved, because that was very challenging and I had a tough time. Hitch was kind of stuck, but we're survivors and we did it. It's all good. We're still gonna have a good time. End of year party. And we did have a good time. And that's what this video is all about. We came camping to McKinney Falls State Park. Again, that's in Austin. That's near the airport somewhat, kind of in that area. You can say almost like southeast side or so. But, it was Spurs versus Oklahoma City, Game 7. That was going on Saturday. So here it is, Saturday morning. We're getting up and, my wife had a very busy day planned for us. And not only did we go camping, but we did a whole lot of stuff, and that's what this video is all about. I'm going to show you all of it and all the great things you can do in Austin in a quick weekend like this. First thing was to go to a little food truck area to experience a coffee truck named Lator Gator. My wife found this place because I think she was attracted to the beignets they have. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not from Louisiana. Beignets, I think that's how you say it. And this little truck, see? This little place called Lator Gator Coffee Co. Highly recommend it. I got some really good matcha while I was there. And while we were waiting, we got to play a family game of Uno, which, by the way, took a long time for anybody to win. But there's my matcha with my name on it. Bro, it was good. The beignets, 10 out of 10, baby. The kids were unsure about them at first, and then they took a bite and they were like, oh, changed their life. This here is like a barbecue place that's still right there in the little food truck park we were in. It was obviously the morning, so nothing was going on, but they were going to be showing the Spurs game that night, and that would have probably been cool. But I imagine this is like a little bar or two when you're there watching live music or whatever, right? The drive was always scenic. We were out, which felt like you were out in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time, it felt like you were in a populated place. It was cool. I mean, you kind of had the best of both worlds. You could see this nice little field of, I don't know if there were sunflowers or not, but like these nice yellow flowers. Looked a lot better in person, I'll tell you that much, but either way, super cool. So on this first day, we went and got coffee, breakfast. Like I said, the kids loved the beignets. They were pretty awesome. And then we decided to go hit the trails at the actual park. So first we started at the lower McKinney Falls trail, and a very, very short trail. I mean, if you've seen my other video of when we went to Austin city limits, we did this exact same trail, and I mean, it's maybe like a quarter of a mile before you get to some water. The first body of water you see is this one here to the left, which doesn't seem to be moving too much, which, you know, nobody was swimming in that area for obvious reasons, but there were a few things that were alive that were swimming and living in that water. And you can see on that branch there, you have a couple of turtles just kind of chilling and grilling. Well, now they're out of frame, but right there in the middle of the screen, you can see a few turtles chilling. If you look around, you can see a lot of some other turtles kind of floating around doing their thing. Whatever turtles do, bro, I don't know. I really don't know what turtles do most of their day. You know, the only turtles I've ever really tracked in their lives were the Ninja Turtles, and I'm pretty sure none of that was true, but I can tell you their life and their life cycle and everything they went through. They fought against this one dude named Shredder, who was, I don't know if his goal was to take over the world or what his goal was. I don't know if that was ever established, but the Ninja Turtles that I followed, they essentially just made sure that Shredder couldn't take over the world or whatever his sinister goals were. Shout out to those guys. But as far as these other turtles hanging out here at McKinney Falls State Park, I don't know if they're fighting crime or not, or if they're just living a leisurely life. Maybe they're retired. I don't know. But either way, it was cool to see them. The park itself has this cool terrain, just a bunch of like limestone, and it just looks really cool. And in my last video, I compared how this looks super similar to Pedernales State Park, which is also like somewhat in the area, not too far from the San Antonio Austin region, you know, like the hill country. Lots of butterflies were out during this time too. You can sort of see here, there's a butterfly just kind of hanging out near one of my kids, and it just seemed like she was going to be able to potentially hold the butterfly because it kept hanging out near us. But no, the butterfly was a little shy, I guess. You know, it's all good. Not everybody has the greatest social skills. It was fairly awkward in terms of the butterfly's part, as he kept kind of like just hanging out near us but never actually like got too close to us. But yeah, there he is. Say hello, bro. Come on, don't be shy. And you can see he's just kind of like, meh, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna fly around in circles like a weirdo. Oh, he went under your, like by your cup, right? Yeah, so anyway, more water. Now we had some more running water. This is still in the lower falls area. A good time, I must say. Just the sound of running water, man, is always so peaceful. You know, when you're working all week in the hospital and things are getting crazy and you're just busy all the time, it's good to get out, bro, and just experience nature all the time. And, you know, that's why I love the fact that we have a camper, because we can come out and just do this, you know, all the time. And we live so close to the hill country, like there's just always nice nature around us. So those of y'all that don't live near nature, feel free to move in the region, bro. Just don't move near me. There's already too much construction everywhere. Move to like San Marcos or something, like somewhere in the region, but not necessarily too close to me where there's too many people all the time. Because anyway, so we were just there, still Lower Falls at this point. We made our way back to the parking lot and we drove over to the Upper Falls. I finally finished my coffee while I was there, or my matcha, because I take my time, baby. And if you know, when you watch my videos, you know every time I go hiking, I usually have a coffee in hand. Is it to hydrate me? Sure. I don't know, bro. But there it is. Fresh jalapenos right there, in case anyone wanted any. More butterflies. But we got in the truck and then we went over to I guess the Upper Falls, and over there's like this visitor center, which is this place here, and they just have kind of like educational stuff. This part's cool because it has the bats, and then it has where like the lights can shut off and you can see the night sky. Look at that. The stars were shining just like your future, man. You can do it again if you... But yeah, lights are back on, and then you can push the button, and then ba-bam! The night sky is out. There's the Big Dipper. There's Talsetti, and there's Dr. Ryland Grace and Rocky trying to save the world. Anyway, here's some other just kind of I don't know, bro. I don't know what you call this, but there's like the skin that different snakes in the area have shed, which I don't know how I feel about that because I'm not a snake fan. You know what I mean? The only snake I've ever really not liked, but I've ever been like, okay, I guess you're cool. The only snake is the snake in Harry Potter on part 1, when Harry Potter helps him escape, and the dude is like super grateful, and he's like, thanks. Which, why do you need to overemphasize that S? Like, that's weird. Like, I know you're a snake and that's the sound you make, bro. Like, you don't need to like push it so much. Like, I get it. Like, you're gonna say thanks. Like, cool. I know you're a snake. It's all good. Anyway, Upper Falls, you kind of had to cross this little water area. We weren't all prepared, so we were a little nervous, and like the algae always makes you slip, bro. Like, it's real easy to get overconfident and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna cross this river, baby. I'm gonna run, and then whoop, before you know it, you're on your butt, and now your butt has algae on it. I don't recommend it. I say take your time, you know. But anyway, look, check this out. Pretty cool, huh? Now, I will say I have no idea how any of these people got down there, like, at all. And so we attempted to get down there, but there didn't really seem to be a way to get down there easily without risking your life. And I'm not trying to risk my life right now, bro. So we got a little hungry, and it was like, let's throw in the towel and let's go hit up Terry Black's for some BBQ. I want some BBQ, Baba. And so we hopped in the car. I think it was like a 20-minute drive to get close to downtown, because essentially we ended up, you know, like right in the midst of downtown. We went to that Terry Black's location. And, you know, every time I'm in Austin, I just like the vibe, you know, like I love how the city looks. I love the skyline. Everybody's always in a hurry, bro. Like, everybody's always driving super fast, and to me it's kind of funny because, like, usually I'm not in a hurry when I'm in Austin. Like, I'm doing something leisurely, but other people are usually kind of in a hurry, like this guy who cut me off. You see him? Cut me off, and then he cut the other guy off, and then he's like, sorry. Bro, I was annoyed, and because he came out of nowhere, and he could have gotten hit, bro. But you know what? That Uber Eats ain't going to deliver itself, baby. Somebody must have paid for priority delivery, because that dude was on a mission. You know what I mean? Terry Black's, baby, right in the heart of downtown. And there's a skyline, bro. It was chaotic in there, bro. That's all I gotta say. None of us knew what to do. It was all of our first time. People are not yelling at you, but they're coaching you up. You know, they're like, all right, move on. You, what do you want? You, here, stand there. You, let me hold your tray. You, blah, blah, blah. Craziness, bro. But controlled chaos. Like,
all right, here's the first bite.
And by the way, that wasn't the first bite.
What do you think? How many thumbs up?
Yeah, the kids loved it, bro. So we got brisket, we got turkey, we got sausage, the mac and cheese. What else? Some of the beans and stuff. Bro, it was all good, baby. All good. I went to get some Coke Zero up at the front and at the fountain drink machine, and there was kind of a line, but it was also kind of chaotic. And by the way, the parking sucked. But I'll get back to that. So we were up at the fountain machine, and like this weird old dude kind of like snuck through. He didn't even get ice from like the ice dispenser. He got ice that's already fallen, like on the grates, you know. He just kind of grabbed all that and put it in his cup, and then like took a sip. It was weird, bro. He kind of looked like that guy who goes to all the NBA games, that really old guy. Harvestine or whatever. I don't know what his name is, but he kind of looked like that fella. It was weird, bro. But in a way, I guess all that ice that's fallen onto like the grate isn't necessarily like dirty, but most people kind of set their cups there, and like if your cup's been like outside on the tables, or you know, like the base of your cup, then I guess like all those germs are being transferred to the grates, bro. I don't know. Anyway, this was Butler Park, right across the street from Terry Black's. This was really cool. My wife found this place, and we loved it, bro. Like, it was a really cool like kids park, and like my kids are 8 and 12, so like even for them, they loved it. You know, they're not like little kids. You know, there's your boy on the slide. Boom, slammed in my kid by accident. Whoops. But it's nice, yeah, and you see like the Austin skyline over there. They have like this real cool jungle gym thing, whatever, that you could climb, which looks really high. Not, I guess in this video it doesn't look that high, but bro, I wouldn't climb up there. Y'all know I'm afraid of heights, bro, and I ain't going up there. There's all the water feature. What do you call these again? Splash pads? Yeah, so the splash pads are there, and you know, it was getting close. I'd get nervous because it was almost time for Game 7, San Antonio versus OKC. I was all ready to go, baby. Representing the best of the West. Planning to get that win, you know. We had to get that win. And by the time you're watching this video, we all know what happened, bro. SGA was flopping all over the place, but we still prevailed, baby. He couldn't shoot enough free throws to get the win, so we got it. And that night, we celebrated Spurs Game 7. We went to a place called Meanwhile Brewing. That was pretty legit. There's a state capitol, by the way. We were gonna stop, but we couldn't really find any parking that was like super accessible. Like, we didn't look that hard either, to be for real, but you know, we got to see it from the distance, and everybody was cool with that. Like, cool, there's the Capitol. Cool, thanks, bye. You can see the little painting over there of the Spurs logo. So there's a lot of Spurs fans in Austin, you know, and just kind of like me. Like, I'm a Longhorn fan in San Antonio. Like, this is all the same region, bro. But anyway, Meanwhile Brewing, that's where we watched the game. The beer was on point. We got to sit in these cool chairs right up front. We got kind of lucky, honestly, because some people left. This is when Wemby was getting emotional, when the game was over. Bro, we were screaming like crazy. My kids got scared because I was screaming so hard. They thought I was possessed by some kind of other spirit, you know? Like, they were wondering what the heck happened to their father. Like, they've never seen my head spin around like that in circles. And I don't know how my head was spinning around in circles like that. Like, I must have been possessed by like the NBA gods or something. But anyway, it was a great night. Next morning, put on my Everything Hallelujah shirt to try to wash away them demons that must have been in me the night before because I was screaming so much. We went back to get some more beignets. Look at that, bro. It got that glitter dust on there. And then we ended up at this place that has like the best barbacoa in the city, apparently it's like the Franklin barbecue of barbacoa, and it was right across the street from the Lator Gator Coffee, and we only found it because we could see that it was popping over there. Like, you could see the long line, and human nature, baby, if you see a long line, you should probably go get in it, you know. So we went, we Googled it first while we were waiting for our coffee and stuff, and that's when we read in the Google reviews like, this place is like the Franklins of barbacoa. And once they said that, I was sold, bro. Like, okay, sign me up, homie. I want like some really good barbacoa. And so we waited, and we waited and we waited, and it was all good. It was all worth the wait, I would say. I'm trying to see what the name of this place was. I think it was called like Santa Rosa or something like that. Let me see. Let me check like my history real quick. Lizzie. Barbacoa Santa Rosa or something like that. Yeah, Barbacoa Santa Rosa. It's on FM 812. So right near where the Lator Gator Coffee Company is.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, bro, the tacos were good. I got my Mexican Coke. La Musica was going, bro. It was just a good time. People trying to sell you stuff. And then just families out there just enjoying the day, bro. Like, enjoying the Sunday.
Sorry.
I was excited because the Spurs won. You know, it was just a good time, bro. It was just a good time. But anyway, that was our trip to McKinney Falls State Park. That lady over there was selling churros, by the way. But just a great time, man. Check it out. McKinney Falls State Park. Check out Terry Black's. Check out the Lator Gator Coffee Co. Barbacoa Santa Rosa. Like and subscribe, homies. Till we meet again.